Why am I posting every day for 300 days? Blame ChatGPT. Seriously. I just spent the whole of last year traveling, and now I'm home, I need to go back to work. On my year off, I explored some other interests of mine, like content creation. And to be honest, it showed me that there are other ways to live in this world. But I can't travel and make content forever. Well, I can, but I'm ready for the next chapter. But in this next chapter, I need it to be different. I'm sure that there's a better way to live that doesn't have to be so all or nothing. This year, I'm on a mission to balance work and life. Work being my work as a doctor, and life being everything outside of that. So health and fitness, spending time with my loved ones, and doing this online thing. My goal is to find a way to earn a living that is enjoyable, fulfilling, and doesn't detract from my physical, mental, and emotional health like it has done in the past for me. And I only have 300 days to figure it out. Why 300? Because for the next 300 days, I'm going to be doing some locum doctor work, which is where you're kind of like a freelancer doctor, and you can be quite flexible with how much you want to work. And then it's 300 days until the end of the year, until I go into a specialist training program. That's if I get in. And I've decided I want to document and post every single day of this journey. At ChatGPT's suggestion, for the next 300 days. Have I lost my mind? It gave me a few reasons as to why I should do it, but a few things came to mind before I spoke to ChatGPT. And here's why I'm agreeing to do it. I think I'm agreeing. I do want to do this, right? One thing that I've learned in life is that if you want anything worthwhile, you kind of have to keep doing it through all the ups and the downs over a long period of time. I only made gains in the gym when I became consistent. I only made gains on YouTube when I started to be consistent. I'd like to show you this chart. So I've been running this channel since 2020, and now I recently just hit 20k subscribers, which honestly blows my mind. Thank you so much everyone for joining. And if you watch but aren't subscribed, no pressure. But my little face in the corner never minds being clicked. Now here's the funny thing about this. You'd think you just gradually build up subs over the course of years, but I basically had no one watching for the first 3 years I was doing this. Then the graph just suddenly goes up like this. What changed right here? The only thing was I started posting consistently. You can't go for a jog every few weeks and expect to get better at running. Same with anything else, including video creation. And I feel like I'm getting a little bit of momentum with the long form. I'm happy with the pace of the long form. I don't think I'd want to upload any more than once per week. Once a week feels good and manageable now. But I also need a new challenge. So now it's time to start working that short form creative muscle. But daily. It's a bit too much, right? Perfectionism is a really common trait amongst doctors, which is great when you're dosing a prescription or doing life-saving resuscitation. But when it leaks into other areas of your life, it can be quite detrimental. When you're obsessing over the little details that don't matter or don't move the needle towards your goals, it's just a waste of time. That's why I'm posting every single day, because I won't have time to be perfect. One of the main reasons I didn't grow in the first 3 years of YouTube is because I was trying to perfect every single little detail. Things that really didn't matter. Does it matter that I misspell these captions? No. It's good to let go of perfectionism in areas of your life that don't need to be perfect all the time. Now I told GPT my plan, and basically it was like, heck yeah, go for it. But the thing with my ChatGPT is that it always encourages me whatever I suggest to it. And I'm really curious, how do your ChatGPTs behave with you? Do they encourage you with every single idea you have? Or are they a bit more realistic? Let me know in the comments. But when I'm like, I want to build a business, it's like, great, here's how you do it. When I'm like, I want to learn how to trade, great, here's how you beat the market. So I kind of had to push back this time and check, is this daily posting really a good idea? I wanted to know the drawbacks of going down this path. And I actually asked, what is the risk to reward ratio of taking on this endeavor? Ooh, it started to rain outside. Apparently there's a cyclone hitting Brisbane in like either tomorrow or the day after. So yeah, hopefully everything's okay there. Of course, it started with the positives, which there seemed to be many. And some examples it gave me were things like building an audience, building a personal brand, which could help with my credibility, which could help with collaborations. It could help bring attention to my lifestyle medicine clinic that I may want to set up down the line. It could help with networking with like-minded individuals, which in some ways it already has kind of started to do so. For example, I had an old friend reach out to me who just randomly came across one of my videos. Turns out he's very like-minded to me. He used to work in the NHS as a physio. Now he's pursuing full-time modeling. And we just did a podcast together on his channel, and I'll leave a link in the description to that below. That's my first ever podcast. Check it out and let me know what you think. It mentioned another positive being flexibility and control, which sounded very appealing to me, of course. Seeing content as not just art, but also as a business, and the long-term monetization opportunities that come with that, which could lead to financial and time freedom, and flexibility in physical location as well, which I've already experienced to a small degree in my travels. For example, sitting on a beach in Mexico, filming a vlog and getting paid to do it. So I went back to chat and I was like, come on, it can't all be good news. Tell me the potential drawbacks of going down this path. If it was all good news, everyone would be doing it. So the first thing it said, time and energy drain. I could risk burning out, making one long form YouTube video a week and daily short videos, plus working as a locum doctor, plus every other commitment I have. It could be too much. It mentioned slow growth at the start, but I experienced slow growth for 3 years, so I know what to expect when it comes to that. Algorithm changes also doesn't bother me. I'm willing to learn and adapt as things change, as you need to with everything. And then finally, opportunity cost. Time spent doing content could detract from other things like building a private practice, pursuing further certifications, or preparing for specialist doctor training. Yes, those are scary drawbacks. But then I had to do some thinking for myself. Why am I doing this really? Not the positives that ChatGPT tells me about, but I mean the positives that will come from this from my own brain. And a couple of things came to mind. The first thing, and I think above all else, is I love making videos. Of course I have bad days where I don't want to film, I don't want to script, I don't want to edit, but I've been making videos like this since I was a kid on Windows Movie Maker. I just enjoy the process of having an idea and putting it into the world, creating something. When I was a kid and people asked me what I wanted to do when I was older, I'd always say I wanted to be a cartoonist. This was before the internet and all that. When I grew up, I wanted to draw cartoons as a job. Then as I got older, I stopped drawing. I put my energy into things like studying maths and science to get into medical school, to become a doctor, to have a stable career and become a valuable member of society. But that kind of made me feel like something was lacking. And as new technologies were introduced to the world, like phones with amazing cameras and professional video editing software at home, I found another creative endeavor, which gives me the same feeling as when I was a kid drawing Pokemons. And now it's even better because of my background in health and my life experiences. I can make these cartoons that scratch my creative itch and potentially help a few people that watch them. I can't save the world, I don't have all the answers, but maybe what I've learned can add something to someone's life or help them see something in a different way. So I'm gonna see you every single day for the next 300 days. Don't worry, I won't be stopping the long form horizontal video content. That's still a top priority. I'm just hoping this short form will help spark up some ideas and get me working that creative muscle. Instagram will probably be the place where these vertical short form videos will make the most sense. So come say hi over there at Dr. Chris G. Please DM me, ask me anything. I'm always happy to have a chat. Or if that's not your thing, there's always Facebook and TikTok, or you can just stay on YouTube and leave me a comment here. I'll see you next week. Oh, actually, I'll see you tomorrow.